President Trump's new comments this morning on the continued escalation of his trade war with China. Speaking earlier this morning in France amid the G7 summit, the president said that Beijing has signaled it wants to try and reach a deal.
China called last night our top trade people and said, let's get back to the table. So we'll be getting back to the table, and I think they want to do something. They've been hurt very badly, but they understand this is the right thing to do, and I have great respect for it. I have great respect for it. This is a very positive development for the world.
This comes after President Trump on Friday announced that he would be hiking tariffs on most imports from China following Beijing's decision earlier that day to place new tariffs on $75 billion in American goods. The White House says it will raise existing duties on $250 billion in products from China from 25% to 30% on October 1st. Meanwhile, tariffs on $300 billion of goods will increase from 10 to 15% beginning this Sunday. In addition to the tariffs, the president also announced that he is ordering U.S. companies to shift their production away from China, telling them they must start looking for alternatives immediately, advocating they consider moving operations back to the U.S. Those moves sent Wall Street just crashing, with the Dow and S&P 500 shedding more than 2%, while the NASDAQ lost 3% of its value. This morning, the selling has continued, with Asian stocks finishing deep in the red. Yesterday, White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow defended President Trump's approach to China and his order seemingly blocking U.S. companies from doing business there.
He's asking American companies to take a fresh look at, frankly, moving out of China, going someplace else,
that takes
preferably
years.
Coming home to America. It will take years. That is correct. And that's why there's no immediate action here. He just put that out there. Look, I've heard him say this time and time again. The couple of years I've been working here, he said it's individual business. He said it to the big business groups. He's asking them to come home, come back home to America.
Well, he's also said that we could use nuclear weapons, or suggested we could break up hurricanes. As Jonah Goldberg said, not only does that make the hurricanes angry, just that make them angrier, it also makes them radioactive. So I don't know exactly how we sort through everything the president has said this weekend, starting on Friday, David Ignatius. But I get the sense, I'm sure a lot of people got the sense into Saturday, that the president understood that he had well overshot his mark. He caused chaos in the markets on Friday. That's why he struck a more conciliatory tone on Saturday, saying that he'd had second thoughts. And then, of course, the White House backed off of that. You know, David, it had to be pretty alarming to the president when he realized that he's up for re-election next year. But President Xi, he's president for life. And he's right now, he's holding the stronger hands, and he can wait Donald Trump out. And we saw that, in my opinion, we saw that anger, that desperation, and now the president's second attempt at retreating this weekend.
Joe, there may